Hi everybody, this is DrkBLADExx, Exo Dr. Forcers, aka Black Hawk, the Vigilator for DCUO. What's good? Welcome to another edition of Pug Runs. As always, sometimes you get too accustomed to running things with your league and group, and you need to kind of break yourself out of that mode and feeling to see just how the DCUO community as itself is doing as a whole. So, you start plugging stuff. Or sometimes you just don't want to wait for your league mates or crew members to get on, you just want to go into something. You know, there's multiple reasons, but here we are at the Pug Run. Today we are doing the T6 raid known as Lockdown. Well, known as League Hall Lockdown. It's part of the Halls of Power series. Well, part 1, but you guys know what I mean. Anyway, your boy is a tank, but he's also a DPS on this character. Mostly DPS, so I'm not buying any type of gear for my tank roll. I'll buy gear for my DPS and tank roll secondary. Unlike with Black Hawk, where it's the opposite. I buy stuff for my tank and DPS secondary. Okay, this is going to be very, very important. I want you guys to watch this. This is kind of funny. Look at my CR. Okay, and then look at the people who are not in the room at all. Okay, so the strongest DPS right now is not in the room. Of course, going by CR. Alright. Now keep in mind that these guys right here did not attack a thing. So we're stuck here until after the first boss fight. Now just keep seeing and keep watching how many more people show up here, okay? Because I want you guys to see the scoreboard a little bit later. But just keep watching this. Alright, that guy died. He don't count, but yeah. We 3 got locked out. Because, you know, this is where you just rush in. As far as, like, higher levels just rushing, so it's whatever, really. Alright, just remember that us 3 right here were not in the room at all. Alright, so this character is mostly a DPS. I got mods on him, but I don't make real mods. I just use the synthetics. Only Hawk and DrkBLADExx, which is my tanks, have real mods. Everybody else is just using synthetics. I got way too many characters to start putting real mods on everybody. That way. Okay, so keep that in mind. We went through a boss fight and everything. And now everyone's getting into the room. So I'm just gonna wait back here first. Until everybody's in the room. Or not. Okay, I guess not. Alright. And I'm doing that to show you guys something. I thought this was kind of interesting, just a little bit. Not too much. Not too much. Just a little bit interesting. Now keep in mind, look at all the rolls in the room. That's right, I got time to open up some loot. Okay, right? Look at all the rolls in the room currently right now. Everybody is DPS right now. Keep that in mind. I just started, just came in here, that's my score. Keep watching. Alright, I'm on my high horse right now. Allow me to take myself right the fuck back down. Alright, this place is like a 90 area place, like a 90 to 95 area. Those are the enemies. Anybody over 100 can start doing a lot of damage to enemies here. Pretty much anyone over 100 can start doing almost one-shots to enemies. And there are several people over 100 here. So it's not really about how much damage you can do anymore, because everyone's pretty much dropping enemies. It's more along the lines of who can get to the enemy the fastest. And that's what you're seeing here. I don't necessarily have the best loadout. I'm just able to go straight to the enemy, hit one move, and they drop dead. Because I'm that high of a CR. So it's not about your loadout, it's about speed. Who can get to who faster. So there, I'm off my high horse now. Second place, DPS. Now, I'm not going to be able to grab that first place, mostly because Mr. Miracle decided that I was a threat that needed to be took out ASAP. Okay, look, I'm talking about, like, he got right up on his surfboard. Hit me, okay? I ain't trying to like Beyonce. But I think it was on his surfboard. It came straight for me. Alright, so I'm out for the rest of this fight. Alright. Nobody picks me up. I'm out. I'm just out. But we beat it, so no biggie. No biggie. What I actually thought was interesting wasn't the fact that I was second DPS. That wasn't the interesting thing. Because I dropped down. Not that I'm going. I dropped down. That's not interesting. The interesting thing is by how much I dropped down. Look at that. It's really nothing to talk about. I didn't drop down by much. That was interesting. To me, at least. I guess I'm doing something good. Or it's just that I'm chilling, I'm running over to things, making sure I kill them. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, you're the best. It just means that you got over to something before someone else did. You know, so it's not the same kind of, you know, it's not like we're gonna draw 30 people at you and draw 30 people at the next person and see, you know, who's better at their thing. It's more of like there's 30 people in the room and I ran over to them faster than the other person. But at the same time, I thought it was still kind of interesting that even after I died, I dropped, but not by much. It's kind of like saying you might think you're a good DPS, but you need to kind of humble yourself, because at the end of the day, you have to realize this is lower content. You didn't go at something at your CR. You know, let me do that in Drone. Let me do that in Halls of Hades. Let me do that in Lab. Then I can say something. Anyway, guys, this is DrkBLADExx at Dark Enforcers, aka Black Hawk Division Leader for DCUO. Dark Enforcers, Darkness Rises.